The castle stood tall against the twilight sky, its towers glowing golden in the fading light of the sun. Around it stretched soft meadows and sparkling streams, and above, the first stars blinked awake, scattering gently across the heavens. Inside the castle, in a quiet room at the very top, sat a young princess named Elara. Elara was gentle and curious, with hair the color of spun gold and eyes that always seemed to carry a question. She loved her castle and the kingdom around it, but most of all, she loved the sky. Every evening she would sit by her tall window, gazing at the clouds as they drifted lazily past, wondering what it would feel like to touch them with her own 2 feet. Her father, the king, often chuckled kindly when she asked. "Clouds are too soft to stand on, my little one," he would say. "They are made of mist and light." But Elara's heart whispered differently. Each night, as the clouds glowed silver under the moon, she imagined herself stepping across them, light as a feather, wandering from star to star. On this evening, as she traced the horizon with her gaze, a hush fell over the room. From beyond the window drifted something extraordinary, a pair of shoes, floating gently as though carried by the breeze. They were unlike anything Elara had ever seen. Their fabric shimmered like moonlight, and their soles were made of the faintest mist, soft and glowing, as if stitched from the clouds themselves. Elara gasped, rising to her feet. The shoes floated closer, resting softly on the balcony outside her window. They sparkled faintly, waiting. With trembling hands, Elara opened the glass doors and stepped onto the balcony. The shoes glowed brighter at her touch, and though she half expected them to vanish like a dream, they stayed, solid and gentle beneath her fingertips. "They're real," she whispered, her heart fluttering. Without another thought, she slipped them onto her feet. At once, the air grew lighter around her, the night quieter, as if the stars themselves held their breath. The shoes fit perfectly, warm yet weightless, and Elara felt a tug, soft but certain, pulling her toward the sky. She took a single step, and to her amazement, her foot did not fall through the mist beyond the balcony. Instead, it rested firmly on the surface of a cloud drifting past, as though it were solid ground. The cloud felt cool and springy beneath her, like stepping onto a bed of feathers. Elara's breath caught, her eyes wide with wonder. "I can walk on the clouds." The stars twinkled brighter as if cheering her on, and the moon glowed full and kind, its silver light spilling across her face. With the cloud shoes carrying her, Elara stepped higher and higher, leaving the balcony behind, wandering into the endless sky where her magical adventure was about to begin. Elara's heart fluttered as the cool mist curled around her ankles. The cloud beneath her shifted gently, like a soft cushion, yet it held her weight as firmly as the stone floors of her castle. She wiggled her toes inside the magical shoes and laughed quietly to herself. "They really are made for me," she whispered, her voice carrying into the night like a secret. She took another step, then another, and soon she was walking steadily, her shoes leaving faint sparkles of light on the cloud's surface. Behind her, the castle shrank in the distance, its golden towers glowing faintly like tiny candles in the dark. Ahead stretched a path of clouds, glowing silver beneath the moonlight, weaving like a road made only for her. The night air was cool, carrying the gentle scent of rain, though no drops fell. A breeze brushed her cheeks, lifting strands of her hair as though it wanted to play. Elara spread her arms out, balancing, her eyes wide with delight. "It feels like walking on pillows," she said softly, her voice full of wonder. As she wandered farther, she began to notice things she had never seen from her window. The tops of the clouds weren't flat and plain, they were full of little ridges and valleys, some shaped like rolling hills, others like beds piled with blankets. They shifted slowly, puffing and curling into shapes as she walked across them. One cloud resembled a giant swan resting with its wings tucked close, another looked like a grand staircase leading up into the stars. Elara giggled, her voice ringing like chimes in the silence. She hopped onto the swan-shaped cloud, bouncing gently on its wing, then stepped carefully onto the staircase cloud, climbing higher as though she were entering a palace made of mist. As she climbed, the world below revealed itself. The fields of her kingdom spread out like a quilt, patchworked with rivers and farms. Tiny lamps glowed in villages, flickering like fireflies on the ground. From up here, everything looked calm and small, as if the troubles of the world had drifted away with the evening. Elara sighed in contentment. "No wonder the sky always feels peaceful," she murmured. "It sees everything from above, so small and gentle." The stars seemed closer now, glittering like jewels scattered across velvet. One twinkled brighter than the rest, catching Elara's eye. It blinked once, then again, almost as if it were winking at her. She smiled, waving. "Hello, little star. Are you keeping me company tonight?" The star glimmered in reply, and Elara felt warmth spread through her chest, as though the sky itself had answered. Further along her path, she discovered little surprises tucked among the clouds. A cluster of fireflies hovered near, their golden lights weaving in and out of the mist as if guiding her forward. She followed them eagerly, her shoes glowing faintly with each step. Soon she came upon a clearing, a wide, flat cloud shaped like a meadow. Its surface sparkled faintly, covered in drops of dew that glittered like tiny diamonds. Elara sat down, her dress folding neatly around her, and pressed her hand to the cloud. It was soft and cool, yet steady beneath her fingers. She lay back, staring up at the endless sky, her cloud shoes glimmering faintly on her feet. Above her, the stars blinked patiently, and the moon seemed to hum a silent lullaby. "I think I've found a secret world," Elara whispered drowsily. "A world that's been waiting for me to walk across it." The breeze shifted, warm and kind, brushing her cheeks like a gentle hand. Elara closed her eyes for a moment, her heart full of quiet joy. She didn't know where the cloud path would lead, but she felt safe. Safe, and lighter than she had ever felt on the ground. When she opened her eyes again, the fireflies had gathered around her, forming a ring of soft golden light. It looked almost like they were preparing a welcome, a gentle invitation for her to continue her journey. Elara stood, her cloud shoes glowing brighter now, and with a small smile she whispered, "Then let's see where the clouds will take me next." She stepped forward, the mist curling under her feet like a friend, and began her gentle walk deeper into the sky's endless dream. Elara's steps carried her farther along the glowing path, the clouds folding and opening like doors welcoming her deeper into their kingdom. The fireflies drifted just ahead, their golden glow pulsing slowly, as though they were humming a song that only the night could hear. Her cloud shoes glimmered in time with them, and together they made a rhythm that felt steady and safe. The moonlight washed over everything, painting the clouds silver and turning the sky into a soft ocean of stars. Elara's heart swelled with wonder. Every step felt lighter than the last, and every breath seemed to fill her chest with calm. She whispered into the quiet, "This must be the place where dreams are born." Not long after, she reached a cloud shaped like a little hill. She climbed it slowly, her shoes leaving faint sparkles behind. At the very top, she gasped. The other side of the hill opened into a wide valley of clouds, rolling, fluffy, and glowing faintly as though lit from within. They stretched farther than she could see, forming a great kingdom in the sky. Elara pressed her hands to her chest. "A kingdom above the kingdom," she whispered. Then she noticed movement below. A gentle figure floated up from the valley floor, gliding easily across the mist. At first she thought it was just another cloud, but as it rose closer, she saw it was shaped like a person, soft and white, glowing faintly, its edges shifting like wisps of mist. Its eyes were pools of pale light, and its smile was calm and kind. Elara took a cautious step forward, though her heart told her there was nothing to fear. "Hello, who are you?" The figure bowed slightly, its voice like a breeze. "I am Cirro, one of the keepers of the clouds. We watch over the skies and guide travelers who are gentle of heart." Elara's lips parted in wonder. "Then, you must know these shoes." "They found me tonight, as if they were waiting." Cirro nodded, drifting closer. "The cloud shoes are given rarely, Princess Elara. They choose those who look at the sky not with longing alone, but with kindness." You wish to walk among the clouds, not to conquer them, but to know them. And so they came. Her cheeks flushed with warmth, and she bowed her head respectfully. I feel honored. I didn't think my wish would be heard. The clouds hear everything, Cirro said gently. Every sigh, every hope, every dream that drifts upward with the night wind. And sometimes, when the moon shines brightly, they answer. Elara's eyes glimmered with awe as she glanced at the vast valley below. It's beautiful. Like another world above the world I know. Cirro extended a misty hand, and though it looked delicate, it felt steady when Elara placed her palm against it. Come, the Cloud Keeper said softly. There is much more to see. Together they drifted down into the valley. Elara's shoes carried her gently across the mist, while Cirro floated with ease, their form glowing faintly like a lantern. The valley was alive with wonders. Some clouds had sprouted shapes of flowers, their petals curling open and releasing tiny sparks of dew that glittered as they floated away. Others were shaped like animals, lions, deer, and birds resting peacefully in the folds of mist, as though dreams had sculpted them. Elara bent low to touch a flower-shaped cloud. Its petals brushed cool against her fingers, dissolving slightly before reforming again. It feels alive, she whispered. Cirro nodded. These are dream flowers. They hold the wishes of those sleeping below. Each spark of dew is a dream, ready to drift down to the dreamer. Elara's breath caught. So dreams really do come from the sky. The fireflies circled above them now, weaving patterns in the air like glowing crowns. Cirro guided her toward the heart of the valley, where a great fountain of mist rose high. Its waters sparkled silver, spraying softly into the air before drifting down like glowing snow. Elara's eyes widened as she tilted her head back. What is this? Cirro's smile deepened. This is the fountain of slumber. From here, the gentlest dreams are sent down to the earth below. Every night, children close their eyes and are carried by the streams of this fountain. Elara's heart swelled as she stepped closer, the fountain mist brushing against her skin like silk. Her cloud shoes glowed brighter, as if answering the fountain's call. She stood in silence, listening to the soft rush of mist, watching the glowing droplets float down toward the earth. And in that moment, Elara realized she wasn't only walking on clouds, she was walking among the very dreams she had always wondered about. Cirro bowed again, their voices soft as the wind. Princess Elara, the cloud shoes brought you here not only to walk, but to see. Tonight, you are part of the sky's secret. Elara pressed her hands over her heart, her eyes shining like stars. Then I will keep this secret forever. And I will walk gently, as the clouds have trusted me to. Cirro drifted gracefully across the misty valley, their form glimmering like moonlight woven into air. Elara followed closely, her cloud shoes carrying her with soft, springy steps that left trails of sparkles behind. The further they went, the quieter the world became, so quiet that Elara could hear her own heartbeat, steady and calm, blending with the soft hush of the clouds shifting around them. Where are we going? She whispered, her voice hushed by the stillness. To the hidden garden, Cirro replied. It is the place where the clouds keep their gentlest dreams. Few ever see it, but tonight, it will open for you. Elara's heart swelled with curiosity. A hidden garden in the sky? It sounded like something from one of the old fairy tales she had read by candlelight, yet here she was, walking toward it. As they descended a slope of silver mist, she noticed the air changing. It felt warmer, carrying a faint scent of blossoms, not flowers from her kingdom, but something softer, sweeter, like a fragrance that only existed in dreams. Fireflies gathered again, more numerous this time, their tiny lanterns glowing in soft waves, lighting the way forward like a living pathway. They came to a great archway of cloud, carved not by hands but by wind and moonlight. Its shape resembled intertwined branches, though it was made entirely of mist. Beyond it, Elara saw faint glimmers of color, pinks, blues, and golds glowing gently through the haze. This is the entrance, Cirro said softly. Step gently. The garden is alive, and it listens to your heart. Elara took a deep breath and stepped beneath the arch. At once, the mist parted, and the hidden garden revealed itself. Her eyes widened, sparkling with awe. The entire garden was carved into the clouds, but it glowed as though sunlight shone from within. Dream flowers stretched tall, their petals translucent and shimmering like stained glass. Some glowed in rainbow hues, others in pale silvers and golds. Dewdrops drifted above them like tiny floating stars, each one glowing faintly before dissolving into the air. Winding paths of soft cloud led between the flowers, their edges glowing faintly as if sprinkled with moon dust. Streams of mist wound gently through the garden, their surfaces sparkling with tiny shapes that flickered and faded, snippets of dreams being carried to those below. Elara pressed her hands to her chest, her breath caught in wonder. It's beautiful, more beautiful than anything in my father's kingdom. Cirro's soft form hovered near her. This is where the dreams most cherished are kept, the ones born not of fear or longing, but of kindness, hope, and joy. They are the softest of all dreams, and they are given to those who need comfort. Elara knelt by one of the glowing flowers. Its petals glimmered with pale blue light, and as she leaned closer, she thought she saw something within it, a child sleeping peacefully, a smile on their face. When the petals trembled, a single glowing droplet rose into the air and drifted away, carried on the wind toward the earth. A dream, Elara whispered, her eyes shining. I just saw a dream leave the garden. Cirro nodded. Every night, the garden breathes its treasures into the world. And now, because you wear the cloud shoes, it will show you the dreams made for you. Elara stood slowly, her heart pounding. Dreams, for me? The garden stirred at her words. A faint breeze curled around her, carrying the scent of blossoms. The flowers closest to her leaned gently, their petals folding open wider, as though bowing. A faint hum rose through the air, not a song with words, but a harmony of soft tones, the music of a place alive with peace. From the very center of the garden, a path unfolded, glowing brighter than the rest. Cirro gestured toward it. Walk forward, Princess Elara. The garden has something to show you. Elara hesitated for only a moment, then nodded. Her cloud shoes shimmered brighter with each step as she followed the glowing path. The fireflies drifted alongside her like guardians, their light flickering in calm waves. At the path's end stood a single tree, tall and elegant, formed entirely of mist. Its branches stretched wide, and its leaves glowed softly like lanterns swaying in the wind. At its roots, nestled in a bed of glowing flowers, were two delicate shoes made of cloud, smaller than the ones she wore now, shaped as though they had been waiting for someone. As Elara approached, they glimmered brighter, their mist swirling gently like a heartbeat. Her voice trembled. Are they mine? Cirro's voice was softer now, almost reverent. They are your dream. Every soul who touches the garden leaves a piece of their wish here, so the sky may remember it always. These shoes will remain when you wake, carrying your story in their glow. Elara felt her chest warm with both wonder and peace. She knelt before the shoes, brushing her fingers gently across them. The mist curled around her hand, soft and cool, and in that moment she felt her own wish echoing back at her, her longing to walk the clouds, not to own them, but simply to know their softness. Tears welled in her eyes, though they were not from sadness. She smiled, whispering, "Then I will walk gently, so the clouds will always know my gratitude." The garden hummed brighter, the flowers glowing in response. Elara stood slowly, her heart calm, as though the very sky had whispered back, "You are welcome here." Elara stood beneath the glowing tree of mist, her fingers still tingling from the touch of the dream shoes at its roots. Around her, the garden shimmered like a secret lantern in the sky, alive with quiet wonder. The flowers glowed gently, swaying as if they breathed with her, and the air was filled with the faint chiming of dewdrops breaking free and floating down toward the earth. Each glowing droplet carried someone's dream, a story of laughter, a memory of kindness, a hope for tomorrow. She lingered, not wanting to leave. Her cloud shoes made her steps light as she wandered through the paths again, every turn revealing another wonder. She found a patch of cloud roses, their petals unfolding into delicate spirals that released sparks of light when touched. She gently brushed one with her hand and laughed softly as the spark rose like a tiny star before vanishing into the sky. Further on, she discovered a small pool made entirely of condensed mist. Its surface shimmered like glass, but when she peered inside, she didn't see her reflection. Instead, she saw scenes of dreams drifting below, children curled in beds with smiles on their faces, animals resting in safe dens, travelers sleeping peacefully by their fires. She touched the water with her fingertips, and ripples spread outward, sending new sparkles drifting gently down through the clouds. Cirro glided silently beside her, their voice no louder than a whisper. "Do you see now, princess? The garden does not belong only to the sky. It belongs to every soul who sleeps under it. The clouds are guardians, carrying the weight of dreams until morning." Elara nodded slowly, her eyes wide with wonder. "It feels sacred. And yet so gentle, like it was made for everyone." She moved deeper into the garden until she came upon a clearing where the flowers grew taller than she was. Their petals arched overhead, forming a canopy of light that cast everything in a warm, golden glow. It felt like stepping into the heart of a lullaby. In the center of the clearing was a bed of cloud moss, soft and glowing faintly, shaped like a cradle. Elara lowered herself onto it, resting her hands against its cushiony surface. At once, the moss shifted slightly, molding itself to her body, as if it wanted to hold her. She closed her eyes for a moment, feeling the cool mist under her palms, the hum of the garden in her chest. A warmth spread through her, not like fire but like a blanket pulled close. She whispered, "I don't want to forget this. Even when I return to my kingdom, I want this feeling to stay." The fireflies circled above, drifting lower until their light shimmered like a crown over her head. Cirro floated closer, their voice like wind through leaves. "You will remember, because the shoes you wear carry the heart of this place. When you wake, and the shoes are gone, the memory will not fade. The garden will remain inside you, as long as you walk with kindness." Elara's eyes misted, but her lips curved into a soft smile. "Then I will carry it forever. And I will tell no one who would use it carelessly. Only in my heart will I keep the garden safe." The flowers swayed gently as though agreeing, their glow brightening and dimming like a nod. But even in all the peace, Elara began to feel the pull of the earth below. The clouds beneath her shoes trembled faintly, as though reminding her that the night was moving on. The moon had shifted higher, and the stars, though still twinkling, had softened their glow, signaling that dawn was not so far away. Cirro lifted their misty hand, their expression tender. "It is almost time. The clouds have given you their gift, and soon you must return. But you have seen what few ever do, you have walked where dreams are made, and you have listened to the garden's song." Elara stood slowly, brushing her dress as her heart ached with both gratitude and longing. "I wish I could stay longer." "You will always stay," Cirro murmured. "Not here with your body, but here with your spirit. Every time you gaze at the sky, the garden will gaze back at you." Elara pressed her hands over her heart, her voice steady and full. "Then I will treasure every star, every cloud, every silver night, as though it were a reminder of this place." The garden pulsed with light one last time, its flowers shimmering brighter, the tree of mist glowing until it looked like the moon itself had lowered into its branches. Then, softly, the glow began to fade, the dreamlike colors dissolving into mist as the garden folded itself closed once again. The fireflies rose higher, forming a path of gold above her head. Cirro gestured toward them. "Come, princess. The clouds will guide you home." Elara looked once more at the fading garden, her eyes full of love. Then she stepped onto the golden path, her cloud shoes glowing brighter than ever as they carried her out of the hidden dream. Elara followed the golden trail of fireflies, each tiny light bobbing gently in the night air, guiding her step by step back toward the edge of the Cloud Kingdom. Her shoes glowed softly with each movement, leaving little sparkles on the mist that faded only after she passed. The further she walked, the quieter everything became. No rushing fountains, no glowing blossoms humming in the garden, only the steady hush of the clouds breathing and the soft chorus of stars twinkling above. Cirro floated beside her until they reached the crest of the last hill of cloud. From there, Elara could see her father's castle far below, its spires glowing faintly in the starlight, its windows lit like little lanterns across the fields. The sight brought a tug to her heart. Home. The place where she had once only imagined the clouds, and now, the place she would return to after walking among them. The Cloud Keeper turned to her, their forms shimmering faintly like moonlit mist. "This is where our paths part, Princess Elara. The cloud shoes will carry you safely down to your balcony. When you wake tomorrow, you will wonder if this was dream or truth. But you will know here," Cirro touched their misty hand to her chest, "that it was real." Elara's throat tightened, her heart full to the brim with gratitude. "Thank you," she whispered. "For guiding me, for showing me the garden. I will never forget." The keeper smiled gently, their glow softening. "Then we will always be with you, carried in your heart." With that, Cirro's form folded into the mist, dispersing slowly until they became part of the cloud itself, leaving Elara standing alone on the hill. The fireflies circled her one last time, drifting upward into the stars until their light blended with the constellations. And then there was only Elara, her shoes, and the quiet path home. She stepped forward, and at once her shoes began to lighten, glowing brighter, then softer, with each step. The clouds beneath her seemed to bend, carrying her gently downward, lowering her as though she were being rocked in a cradle. The cool breeze brushed her cheeks, carrying the faint scent of the dream blossoms, the last reminder of the hidden garden. As she descended, the world below grew closer. The castle spires sharpened into focus, the meadows darkened into gentle folds, and the small river shimmered like a silver ribbon across the land. Elara's heart swelled as she thought of her people sleeping peacefully, their dreams carried to them by the very garden she had seen. At last, the clouds curved like a staircase, bringing her back to the familiar balcony outside her window. Her feet touched the stone lightly, and she turned to look once more at the sky. For a moment, she thought she saw the faint outline of Cirro, smiling from a distance. But then it faded into the mist, and all that remained were the quiet, glowing stars. Elara stepped back into her chamber. Her cloud shoes still glimmered, faint but steady, as she crossed the room and sat on her bed. She stroked their soft, misty surface and whispered, "Thank you for choosing me." Then, as if answering, the shoes glowed one last time before dissolving into a wisp of silver mist. They drifted upward, out the window, vanishing into the sky. Her bare feet touched the rug, cool and real, and yet her heart felt lighter than ever. She tucked herself beneath her blanket, the familiar quilt folding around her like the embrace of the clouds themselves. The pillow cradled her head, and she let out a long, steady sigh. The room was so still, so safe. The moonlight painted her walls silver, the air smelled faintly of lavender from the gardens below, and the castle itself seemed to hum softly, as though it too wanted her to rest. Elara's eyelids fluttered closed, her body sinking deeper into the warmth of her bed. She imagined the dream garden still blooming above her, its blossoms glowing, its streams carrying gentle dreams down to her and to everyone sleeping in her kingdom. She saw the mist tree with the tiny shoes at its roots, glowing softly as if keeping her secret safe. Her breathing slowed, and her heart found the rhythm of the night, the rhythm of calm. In her last waking thought, she promised herself, "I will always look to the sky with kindness. And when I dream, I will remember the clouds." And then the princess drifted into the deepest sleep she had ever known. The stars twinkled steadily, guarding her dreams. The moon smiled softly over the castle. And the night itself whispered a promise, not only to Elara, but to every child listening to her story, "You are safe." You are warm. You are loved. And your dreams are waiting for you tonight. The world hushed. The castle slept. The clouds above swayed in their endless song. And the princess, who had walked across the sky in shoes of mist, slept soundly, her dreams glowing brighter than the stars.